So my daughter's big into softball, and I had the opportunity to coach her when she was in 10U. And there was one particular game where I remember she was a pitcher and she was struggling this particular inning. And the game was this close. Like it was, you know, it could easily be the other team or it could be us winning this game. And I apparently yelled out something about, Lauren, come on, girl, let's get out of this inning because you're hurting the team. Now, it's a tough line to walk when you're a parent and you're coaching your kid, because as much as you want to be a parent, you also have to think about the entire team. So I said that thinking of the team, not thinking of my daughter. Well, we get out of the inning. Well, then it's our turn to come up to bat, and she's on deck. Well, she's warming up, and I can see her crying. And I said, hey girl, you got to shake that off. It's all good. Your team needs your bat now. So, it's all good, right? Because I thought she was upset about, she felt like she didn't do well. And, so after the game, we won. My daughter comes up to me and she says, Daddy, I want to tell you why I was crying. And I said, why? She said, I was crying because of what you said. What did I say? And she said, you told me that I was letting down the team. Now, I don't know if I said it that way. And so my natural response was to be like, oh no, sweetie, no, that's not what I meant. That's how you took it. But then I caught myself and I said, her feelings are valid. That's how I made her feel. Regardless if that was my intention or not, something came out of my mouth and hit her ears and hit her heart that made her think of that. And I said, I'm sorry, sweetie, that's not what I meant to say. I apologize. And we hugged it out, and I told her I was proud of her and I loved her, and it was all good. Well, I told that story to a couple people about, just more explaining the challenges at times when you're coaching your kid and you get caught up in the heat of the moment and everything. And a few people pointed out to me, they were like, well, what we take away from that story, JR, is more how your daughter at that age, which she was 9 years old, how she felt comfortable enough to come up to you and tell you. Oh yeah, I completely overlooked that, because that is something that we really try to emphasize and encourage in our home with her, and of course when Leo gets a little bit older, is to be able to communicate and express yourself and express your feelings. So it's hard. We're all in the middle of doing so many things, work and multiple kids and activities and just chores and you name it. There's so much that's on our plate, but we have to make sure that we listen to our children and we create a space where they can actually express things to us, because they're our biggest teachers. And my daughter taught me a lesson that day, and I'm glad I listened.